Howdy folks and welcome back to World of Warships. I'm your host, Legendary, and today I'm playing the USS Forrest Sherman, the Tier 10 American Premium Destroyer. And oh boy, that's a very good ship. What do you need to know about the Forrest Sherman? Well, you get to choose between two ammunitions, high explosive or semi-armor piercing. You get very fast firing guns, so it's very good at hunting destroyers. You get a hydro and a smoke combination, just like the Friesland that I covered before on the channel. On the other side, it's very slow, as you can see, and it's very cumbersome. You will see that during the course of this battle, trust me. And it's not very stealthy. That's really an issue. More on that a bit later. About the battle. I'm trying to get behind the island so I can reverse into the cap zone. They have two radars on the enemy team, and yeah, the Stalingrad is one of them, so I'm getting radar already. Isn't that awesome? 3 damage. Yeah. 2 for the price of 1, right? At least the radar duration of the Stalingrad is shorter. And remember, if you subscribe to the channel, the durations of enemy radars are shorter. So make sure to subscribe, and you will have an easier time when playing destroyers against radars. Back to the battle. So I can finally make my move to the cap zone, and I'm spotted. So yeah, that's the stealth part. The ship is not very stealthy. And guess who it is? It's a Fletcher. He smoked up immediately, of course. And he can outspot me. So outspotting means that he will see me before I see him. And by quite a large margin. So I cannot really hunt this guy reliably in the open. If he gets inside a smoke screen, I can basically see him with my Hydra if he is inside the 5-kilometer range of my Hydra. Sounds like a good plan, but unfortunately it didn't went according to plan. He saw me coming, so of course he's going to expect me. He got a lot of allies, so I cannot risk getting spotted before I reach the smoke screen. So I'm bailing out. And as you can see, this ship turns like a goddamn cruiser. Look at that. Look at that. By the way, I talked about the fast firing guns before. Did you saw when I shot at the Fletcher? The reload of these guns is 1.3 seconds. So you get only 3 guns, but oh boy, they pack a punch. And the 2 ammunition, so you have the high explosive and the SAP. SAP is basically an armor-piercing ammunition that cannot overpen the target. And you do very high damage. So I'm just taking a shot at the Stalingrad right here. Maybe I can bait him into using his radar. That would be nice, since I'm behind the island. Here's the Fletcher. So loading the SAP and trying to chip some damage out of the guy. As you can see, I'm not very good at aiming with these guns. The Fletcher is going to take full advantage of this. And I'm definitely not. So the thing is, since I'm spotted, I'm taking damage from the secondaries of the Hanover. There is another ship shooting at me, etc. So I absolutely need to bail out. I cannot chase the guy. And I say that the ship is slow. The Fletcher is way faster than me, so I cannot really do much against him in that kind of engagement. And as you can see, I only have 1 gun at the front, so if I'm chasing someone, I only have 33% of my firepower. So I took the damage, but I'm bailing out. Now, on the global situation of the battle, you can see that it is divided between 3 caps, A, B, and C. A is being contested by a Stalingrad with a radar, which is way too dangerous. There is also a Yodo and a Yoshino. And these ships have very good high explosive ships. So if I get spotted by the radar of the Stalingrad, I will get nuked out of the water before I understand what's going on. So I'm definitely not going to try that. Instead, I'm going for B. There are only 2 destroyers into this map. I'm a destroyer hunter. I have the smoke and hydro combination, so I can definitely contest a cap. As long as there is no radar. The other radar being on the other side of the map, on C. So I think I have a chance at B. And only a Hanover was spotted around the cap. The Hanover cannot really do much against Forrest Sherman. Oh, taking some shots at the Stalingrad. Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to kill him, but at least that's some damage. If he's lacking these hit points later on during the battle, it's one less radar cruiser. So when a threat for us, and for me especially. On B, so they managed to capture A, which means that the Fletcher is still on A, and I have a clear shot at B. Only the Hanover is around. Is he going to cap B? Is he going to try that? I have the support of a Petropavlovsk and a Grosser Kurfürst. So I think this Hanover is going to have a very bad day. Let's see what happens. In the meantime, they are spotting the target for me. So of course I'm going to take full advantage of that. I'm going behind the island and I retake some shots. Now I can only use the 2 guns at the rear of the ship. I would like to use my full firepower because I cannot afford, in my opinion, to lose 33% of my firepower when shooting at this guy. I really need all my firepower. And look at that. It's raining shells, basically. So, yeah, I'm not sure he's going to like what's going to happen. But the issue is that the Hanover got a lot of hit points. It's a super ship at tier 11, basically. So I really need to shoot at him for quite a while in order to kill him. In addition to the SAP, I would like to stack up some fire damage into the guy, hence the use of the high explosive shells, since the SAP cannot create a fire. And the guy just disappeared. Yeah, a ship that side just disappeared. Unfortunately for him, he's going to ground himself and to take some blind shots at me. Not too much damage, but I would have loved to avoid taking that much. Anyway, it's a guy that I saw in battle earlier. This battle was recorded at 3 AM. Yeah, remember the battle that I made with the Agengrowth? Wake up early to get better games? Well, that's the full example of it. It's me playing at 3 AM. And one of the funny factors is when you play a certain number of games, one after the other, you are very likely to meet the same people over and over again. So, yeah, it's a guy that I met a bit earlier, and he's quite good. So I'm not taking the chances here. I'm staying around in case he comes back to ask for more. And look at that. He's capping the point. And he's right here. So yeah, he's reading some more. Let's provide him. He made an order. You ordered some fires. Well, yeah. Sherman delivery at your service. So you ordered some additional fires. Well, here they are, at least one. But I cannot keep lobbing my shells around the island. And it looks like the situation in A may require my attention. Since, well, the people, the allies right here, got overrun. So I'm going there to try to slow down the enemy team. And the fact that I was in the position here made me very vulnerable to any counter-attack from them. Let's keep taking some ship damage. Can I get a second fire? Yeah, I can. Okay, good. And, okay. I did light 2 fires. So he's not having a good day so far. Yeah, it's 3 AM, so if the guy is working in the morning, He's going to be in a very, very bad mood, in my opinion. His colleagues will despise me, I think. So, what's going on A? After cruisers, and a battleship, and 2 battleships, in fact. So, can they kill the Iowa? That would be nice. That would be really, really nice to kill the guy. I need to be careful, because I can still get ambushed around the island. That's still a possibility. And yeah, Forrest Sherman got torps. 2 on each side. On single launches. And you saw the angles of these torpedoes. So they're not really usable. The Nostroshimi managed to kill our friend in the Hanover. So that's pretty good. And is the Yoshino going to take the torps? No, he's turning on the other side. Okay, so he probably saw them coming. Maybe he predicted them. Maybe he's a mind reader. You don't know. He just read my mind. Looks like the Yodo is fully expecting me to be here. Or... because he's aiming in my direction. And I really don't like that. So I would have loved to find the guy. But for that I need him to shoot at someone. Or to turn his turret in another direction. I decided not to take the shot. I think one of the advantages of the destroyer is to pick your fights. Use your stealth to choose which fight you want to pick. And that's a fight that I don't want to pick right now. The Yodo got a lot of guns. And I'm definitely not willing to sacrifice some HP. Just because I want some more damage. So I think my allies can kill him, and they in fact did. Trying to take advantage of the torpedoes on the other side. I'm not sure the Yoshino will take these torpedoes, but you never know. It's the torpedoes on that ship are quite of a Hail Mary. They have a 16.5 kilometer range, just the same torpedoes that you have on the gearing. So it's basically torpedoes that you fire and then you forget. And then 5 minutes later, you see that you managed to hit someone randomly with one of these torpedoes. So that's a bit of damage. You are not going to spit on it. So, of course, I'm taking the chance. You have an unlimited number of torpedoes into the game, so it doesn't cost you anything to launch these. Now, I would like to come back to B and to take the point. And what do you see? I'm spotted. And the Fletcher run out of friends. Oh, he's going to have a very, very bad day. You can see the Hydro. Yeah, I'm spotting him, and he doesn't see me. After the engagement, he was quite mad in the chat. Hence the chat disabled message. I wasn't very kind, to be fair. So I decided to disable the chat. That's much better that way. Anyway, there was the Yoshino lurking on the other side of the island. He didn't saw me, so he didn't manage to get a shot. I can take some cheap damage at the Riga. And there is a gearing with the Riga. I would like to take the gearing down, and the Henry IV can take care of the Riga. It's not going to be an easy fight, because there's still the Yoshino lurking around, and the Riga can decide to support the gearing. So I'm in a bit of a sandwich right here. But I need to make a play. We need to start killing ships, and quick. Because otherwise they're going to take B again, and we're going to lose the battle. They're already taking C. So I absolutely need to do something before we run out of points. And maybe our friends as well. The Henry is acting as a nice distraction. And look what's there, Mr. Gearing. So now you can see some very good aiming from me once again. As always, you are getting used to that. as I'm getting the hang of this 360 degrees turret, which are very, very helpful when you are fighting against destroyer and you need to switch side very quickly. Mr. Gearing is back for more. Unfortunately, I cannot stay because the Riga is still unspotted and the Yoshino is still on the other side of the island, so I can definitely not stay here. I would have loved to kill this guy right now. Unfortunately, that's not something I can do. You can see the Yoshino took a shot. I don't want to get nuked out of the water by the Yoshino and by the Riga. So I take my chance. I took my chance. I did not manage to kill the Gearing. I'm staying here. I can hold the cap zone and maybe the Gearing will come for me. That would be nice. That would be very kind of him, actually. I'm requesting assistance so the Henry IV can hurry up a bit. And he managed to find the Riga. Hopefully he's going to kill the Riga any second now. And where's the Fletcher? He's still inside the capture zone. So he must be very close. Where is he? And he sees me. He sees that I'm here. Is he going to try to get me in this position? You never know. Never underestimate your enemy. The ability of your enemy of doing a mistake. So I managed to kill him, and oh boy, here are the torpedoes. Oh no, that's going to be close. That's going to be really close, and it scratched the paint. I'm going to require a new paint job after this battle, because I seriously thought, when fighting this battle, that it was over, that I was dead. But, yeah, sometimes you get lucky. Maybe it has something to do with, I don't know, with the torpedo dodging bonus that you get on subscribing your channel. You don't know. Never know. So, Mr. Yoshino is right here. They still have a Thunderer. They managed to kill the Hindenburg. Our other battleship, the Satsuma, is in for retreat. And that's now where I give the order. Well, understand that we are in a good enough position and we have enough points that we can basically just sit there. And look at the time remaining, 1 minute and 20 seconds. In 1 minute and 20 seconds, we're going to win no matter what, as long as we have more points than them. So I'm just saying to Henry that he just doesn't need to attack the Yoshino. He can just stay here. That's all that's needed. Wait, just stay here. I'm sweating a bit because I see the guy keeping going forward, and I think, is he going to try to throw the battle? I don't think he can. The enemy will need to kill the two of us, or at least 2 ships into the team, if you count the Satsuma, in order to win the battle. And they will need to do that in the 40 seconds remaining. Just know that I'm not going to take a shot at the Yoshino if he clears the island. So basically for me, the battle is over. I just need to wait 20 more seconds. And I'm very confident that we are going to win this one, basically. And it looks like the Yoshino took the way around the island, hence avoiding the Henry IV. So yeah, it's basically over for them. The well done into the chat, because I really think it was a close battle. And you need to congratulate the enemy without being sarcastic or whatever. It was a great fight. I liked this battle. And I hope you did too. Because that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this battle. And I wish you all a very, very good day. See you folks. Bye bye.